have no journalists in the room.
Awesome.
So,
Quick one.
Do you want the last one? Super quick. So, Piano starts off and then we'll jump to Zoom.
Jack, just starting off with you, another career high night this season. You're clearly feeling it tonight. Just talk us through the game.
It's good fun. I mean, I've been working on my bag for as long as I can remember, and for like the majority of my career, I've been like a play finisher. So like I sit at the end and like I run into on balls or get plays ran for me with like 3 seconds left on the shot clock kind of thing. And then it's just like I came here, and the amount of reps you get in training and in game just helps you like improve at such a rapid rate when you put in those hours of working out. So it's like every day I feel like I'm getting better at basketball, like faster than I ever have, because you just get so many great reps. And so for me, it's like I love just getting better at basketball, and I get to come out here tonight, and again, it's like, wow, I've got so many reps out there to get better, and I have a lot of fun doing that.
It's only your second game of the season playing with Sam Wardenberg, but it's obviously such a huge piece of the puzzle. How did you change the dynamic of the group?
Oh, I mean, in so many ways. His athleticism. He only weighs 96 kilos though, so he's light. You know, we've been giving him some crap about that. 96 kilo 5-man. But anyway, he rolls hard. He's just a smart basketball player. He continues plays. He talks. He doesn't make many mistakes defensively. Like, he's always in the right position. And so it's just like, you just put someone out there. He's like a plug and play guy. You can put him in any system in the world. You know, I was saying to him this morning, like, you know, if you looked a bit cooler and played a bit tougher, you might be in the NBA in a couple of years, you know? So we'll keep on him, and he helps us be a better team, and it's fun out there with him.
And Forde, you played Marcus Lee and Sam Wardenberg for some big minutes in the fourth quarter, and it seemed to work, obviously, but just talking through that dynamic between those two and just having that option now playing Sam and Marcus Lee together.
Yeah, I mean, again, like Marcus was having a great game, and we went in. KG's momentum's been fantastic the last couple of weeks, but this was probably one, not necessarily anything that KG did wrong. I think Marcus was just in this amazing element. So we wanted to roll with his momentum, and again, the pairing of him and Wardenberg wasn't something we really trained for or anticipated, but we went out there, and like Jack said, you know, Wardenberg's always been a plug-and-play guy, so you can put him at the 4, put him at the 5, and that's what we really missed, you know, what his ability to connect the 5 on the floor. So, we'll keep looking to expand on that, for sure.
And just on Mo Mag, he played some minutes in the fourth quarter as well, and just put a lot of energy off the bench, particularly on the defensive end. About his game.
Yeah, Drew got himself in a little bit of foul trouble, and so, and again, like Mojave needed some minutes to sit on the bench, and so we wanted to maintain a level of effort defensively. No one was switching quite a bit. He's got good size, so we want him to pick up full court, dog the ball. We want him to battle on the post a little bit, and he's also a high volume rebounding guard. So, you know, we got beaten up a little bit against Tassie last week, giving up those offensive rebounds, and we wanted to obviously have that as a focus for tonight's game. So, you know, Mo was crashing rebounds both ends of the floor and doing exactly what he needed to do to keep himself on the floor.
And just on Lockie Barker's game, copped a knock in the first half, and another one, he just got up again and played some minutes in the fourth as well. He just kept going. Probably doesn't stack the stat sheet, but just his role for the side, how important this is.
Yeah, gritty. I mean, he got hit in the face, then he got hit in the head, and he just kept getting back out there and constantly kept getting punched in the face again. So, you know, like, that's tough. That's gritty. You can't teach that. And so that was where nothing but respect for Lockie and the amount of professionalism that he plays with and poise, and especially when Drew fouled out, we really needed him. So, no, he was great.
Just your thoughts on Jack's game. It's again a career high night, 47 points, massive tonight.
Yeah, it makes it easy. Like, you start running some schemes. We use him a little bit as a decoy. Then you realise that even him running as a decoy, the ball comes to him and he scores out of it. So, you know, there was a point, especially I think, you know, in the third or the start of the fourth, where Wardenberg was doing a great job finding him, a little cross-screen action, those away screens, and then Wardenberg was getting the easy ones on the rim because Jack's able to draw 2 defenders. So, you know, it helps free up the offense knowing that you've got such a cheat code, and I've referred to Jack as cheat code before, that you just sort of roll the ball out there and get buckets, right?
I love getting buckets.
Over to you, Chris.
Jack, can I jump in and sort of talk on this career night? Firstly, congratulations on the 200 games as well.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Congrats,
sort of
man.
seen it in the NBA before. Obviously, when you want a milestone game or you hit that a child as well as a Luca, last year, 40-odd point triple-double as well, and you've gone out and had an incredible game after, being a new dad as well. What is the kind of changes in you, I guess, to come out and have a big night like this? Is it the lack of sleep? Is it something like that you can kind of attribute it to?
Oh, nah. Like, to be honest, I've been sleeping pretty well. I'm a heavy sleeper. We're bed sharing, and I'm just passed out. I said, "Oh, did he even cry last night?" She said, "Yes, babe." So I'll be out. And then, like, to be honest, I just feel like I'm continuing to get better at basketball. You talk, like, a lot of people talk about new dads, specifically the whole, you see him and it changes your perspective. It sounds a little corny, but to be honest, I think I felt that like 5 years ago with my wife. And that's the escalation of my basketball improvement has already happened in that. So, like, obviously I saw him and loved him and stuff. But, like, that taking the pressure away from the game, I've already felt, and I'm feeling like I'm in a good spot. And my wife's doing amazing, helping me, always prioritizing basketball. And so, yeah, nothing too crazy. I just feel like I'm getting better at basketball.
I'd already called out, I love my wife too. It seems I don't want to get in trouble because I don't mention. 5 years I've never mentioned my wife, so I love my wife too. So I don't want to get in trouble.
We all let that one get out there as well. But what does it kind of do as well when you're playing with your brother as well? You speak about the family aspect and having that sort of hold down as well, and someone to go home to every night and to be able to speak to and communicate with the ups and downs of basketball. But playing with your brother who sees it from a bit more of a different aspect to someone like your wife. How does that kind of go on throughout the season?
No, we get after it. He is a big process when it comes to getting better at basketball for me. Like, every day we're in there, we make sure we're the first ones in there, we're playing ones, we're getting after it, we're competing. We go home, we talk about hoops. At times, I need to tell him to get away from me because he's yapping too much about hoops. I'm like, I need a break. It's wearing me down. But we come in every day and we're competing and we're hunting and we want to be the best. And that iron on iron, like each off season now for the last 3, especially as he's gotten older. Because before that, it was a lot of beating him down. But he's hit that age now where we truly compete. And yeah, it's like. Grateful. I'm ranting, but I saw like Ty Webster before the game, old friend. He came up to me when me and Lloyd were shooting together, and he's like, "Man, it's so awesome to see." Obviously, he had opportunities to play with his brother and too. So you talk about like living the dream. Like, we've been playing backyard ones since as long as we can remember, and now I get paid to come into work and play backyard ones and call it development. You kidding me? Yeah.
I love it, mate. And Forde as well. What does this win kind of do for your guys' season? You've had a tough stretch with injuries and integrating a new roster and everything that you guys have dealt with throughout the first half of the season. But a massive win tonight against the Breakers, who albeit have been playing some pretty good basketball kind of over the last month and a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old cliche, right? You're trying to take one game at a time, but we are behind the 8 ball. We're not trying to do anything else other than just try to build consistency from game to game, and that's what's going to be important now. This is the first game of 3 in 6 days, and so we go to a very good venue in Sydney, and then we go to a very good venue in Adelaide. So we want to keep building on just playing good basketball and trying to put 40 minutes of consistent basketball together. And we go through stretches, and the errors are getting smaller, which is good, and we just want to start stringing those together and see what happens from there.
Last one from me, mate. Schofield looked a little bit stiff at times and a little bit tender. Is he still working through? Obviously, he's missed a game here and there, and has been managed his minutes as well. But is he still battling a couple of injuries there that might affect him throughout the rest of the season? Yeah,
I mean, he's the ultimate professional, and he's doing all the right things to work on his body and get right. But this was, I guess, similar to KG. It wasn't necessarily anything they did wrong. I think, again, when Jack's having 47 and Wardenberg's 2 assists short of a triple-double and Marcus Lee's playing, some great basketball, it's kind of hard to find a reason to sub them out unless they want a rest. So, yeah, it wasn't anything necessarily that they did wrong. It was just we had those 3 guys playing some really good basketball and wanted to close out with them.
Now, congratulations on the massive win, and Jack, congratulations on 200 games as well.
Thanks, man.
just quickly. Are you pretty confident?
No, you good.
Are you pretty confident now that you've got most of your team back, you've still got Rain to come back in, that the second half of this year can be pretty good for this team?
I mean, yes, but I don't think about it too much, to be honest. I'm just showing up and trying to get better at basketball and then bring as many guys with me as I possibly can, take it a game at a time. There's definitely like a certain level of expectation. I was particularly like frustrated last week losing that Tassie game and stuff like that, but we're just going to show up. We're going to keep getting better, keep grinding away, and like that's what we love to do.
We know you love getting buckets, but was the play that you enjoyed the most tonight the alley-oop that you threw to Marcus?
No, definitely not. I'd be lying if I said it was. I love getting buckets. I love making tough shots. I love shooting bad shots on three people, and it's always a balance. But what gets me up in the morning is making tough shots.
That's a good answer. Forde, Drew did a lot of things right. I mean, you were plus 15 with the amount on the floor as well, but you struggled against their pressure in that last minute or two, and I can't help but think it would have made a big difference if he stayed out there.
Oh yeah, I know. I told him the game wasn't even over yet, and I just remember I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "You can't foul out for the rest of the season." So he's always been great, and this is when we talk about Drew. You know, he sees the game through the lens of a coach. You know, even when we're doing shoot around, you know, we go through like a checklist of plays when we go through shoot around, and then now I'm taking pause because you know Drew's talking to Jack about, hey, in this particular set, where do you want to get the ball, and then what can flow on after it, and then you know defensively, you know he's you know the schemes and how we want to defend and just feeling the temperature and gauging it. You know he's the barometer of this team. You know, he goes 2 of 7, but, you know, he sacrifices his own scoring because Jack had a hot hand. There's not too many guys in the league, I think, in general, anywhere in the league, that will sit here, and especially as an import, to say, hey, I'm actually going to take less shots because I see, you know, like how effective Jack is. You know, that for someone to sort of check their ego and put the team first, genuinely put the team first, I think it just shows volumes of the character that Drew has. And, yeah, he just can't foul out ever again.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.